Previously on ESL 1 Birmingham.
What a dream way to begin the day.
And now, we continue. Get ready for the Birmingham Brawl.
It's time! There is no place like home. Universe goes down. Look at the swing.
Asher coming in with the combo. GG is called.
ESL 1 Birmingham 2019.
Think he can't shine through the dark? Stream a Roshan Steele in high resolution? And record a play for the history books? Watch this. Think he can't make a victory go viral? Watch this. Think a support can't be in the spotlight? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, a legend can rewrite his own legacy. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
Remember where it started. Your first experiences. Remember where you came from. The journey you traveled. The journey you love. Remember where it started. And imagine where it will go. Rise on.
No matter what your passion is, soccer, rugby, racing, or esports, become a part of the experience with the moments we deliver.
Hello everybody, yes we're back. We've got one best of three here for you today with the ESL 1 Mumbai 2019 qualifiers. One best of three, it's the lower bracket final, and we're going to jump into the draft as we also bring in Lacoste for Team Yekic versus EPG. My dude, I like the bans. I love the bans. What about you?
What do you love about the band?
Viper?
If we're not gonna see Sven losing another game, or no Viper. I mean, a Viper is a hype hero, right?
Come on, dude, don't be like that. Nah. Viper's gone. Lifestealer's gone. Those are my two least favorite heroes. Everything else is icing on the cake.
Yeah, EPG is ready. I know that they're prepared for this. Sarcasm on. Mitch just messaged me asking what should we ban against them.
Who are these guys? Hey, we can recognize a few names there, right? No Fear, Misha, FN, Chappie. They've got some high-profile players.
I'm not sure if Winstrike disbanded because No Fear left Winstrike, but they still have 5 players. Misha is one of the players registered on the team right now. FN, he's been around for quite some time. I think his best performances were during Empire, when Empire were
good.
Yeah, but they were tier 1 team. And Chappie, we all know about Chappie.
Yeah.
I don't think that any reason to mention why he's famous. And let's focus on the bans, my boy. Phantom Assassin and Chen. This combo is pretty lethal. You give him Divine Favor, increased damage. It's really good for sieging, especially with the PA, not for sieging, just for some extra damage on those crits. You can one-shot people with it. And with Chen, it's so easy to set up gangs around the map.
It just gives you such a nice platform to play off of, right? We've seen OG do it time and time again. You know, 5-minute catapults, 10-minute catapults come in, Divine Favor, take a tier 1, go to another lane, take another tier 1, get these towers. And it's just very systematic and kind of easy to execute. But I don't know about you. Some teams, it feels like they're starting to play up against it and starting to address that kind of very linear gameplay style and trying to get up in the face of their opponents. Try and kill the Chen off a few times in lane so he doesn't get the chance just to break your buildings.
Yeah, you can see Chens in a lot of games actually end up being under-leveled, running around at 15-minute mark, not even being level 6.
Yeah, it does get pretty rough. Like if you get steamrolled, like you need to like break even in lane or be ahead for that Chen to kind of push his advantage. If he gets steamrolled, he doesn't have the opportunity. And with Elder Titan Wyvern, EET's pretty good at running at people. Get the big punches in.
No, they have a really good setup for combos with Winter Wyvern in either Stomp or in his ulti. That's a lot of damage. I think they need to build more magical damage against Phantom Assassin. Elder Titan can't really rely on dealing right clicks, Winter Wyvern. It's good, but we see more and more Pango being picked up. Either picked up in the second phase or just being banned out. This hero is extremely good.
He really is. In that mid lane, being able to get Maelstrom into Greaves and just roll around unkillable. I do like the EPG have 2 supports that can wave clear or defend towers, though. That's always super handy against a Chen to have on your side. I'm just looking at these bans, though. Nature's Prophet, Sven, Darkseer. Mitch is being focused again, Lacoste.
Yeah, same thing happened yesterday. For those who did not follow, Elements Pro Gaming beat Mahoney Squad 2-1 in the upper bracket round 1, and then they lost to Pango. They should have won the first game, but they decided that they don't want to win anything besides a game against Mahoney Squad. And
they wanted to play lower bracket. They wanted to role play as EG.
All right, so this is the magical damage that they needed. It's extremely good against Phantom Assassin. She doesn't threaten him in any way, so Team Jekic will need to pick some kind of a silence or reliable stun that can deal with Ember Spirit.
We've seen Ember used as basically a counter to PA, right? Because he's got these timings, pre-BKB PA and then even post-BKB PA, even with that True Strike talent that can destroy her pretty hard. Like the first player I saw do it was Pikachu. I can't remember what team he was. Is it Namiga or Pavat? I can't remember now. But Pikachu picked Ember, and we're just like, why has he picked Ember when we were casting the Loot Bet Winter Masters over Christmas? And then you realize 20 minutes in, Ember just triple remnants, and PA, if she has no BKB, can't do anything. She can't really face and fight him. But here's more push now for the Radiant side. Shadow Shaman, great laning control. He's such a strong hero. I know you love him as well.
Oh, yeah. And I find Shadow Shaman, Elder Titan, this kind of opening doesn't reveal anything. And no matter what they pick, you always have control. You always have something to defend the towers with. You can split push with it. A lot of team fight potential. The heroes are scaling. So overall, I think Shadow Shaman is one of the best, if not the best position for hero right now.
He really is that powerful. Kunkka now, a bit of a flexible pick for EPG. We've seen Mitch take it to the off lane, of course. We've seen it mid as well. Ember Spirit could float around from lane to lane. So both teams keeping their drafts reasonably open in the first 4 picks or so. It's going to come down to these lane matchups. You can see Monkey and Razor both banned. Ember Spirit and Kunkka have had their lane opponents removed from the game. There's still people out there like OD, though, that could potentially be good here for the Radiant.
Yeah, we don't see too much of OD, sadly. I think he didn't get nerfed that much. So some teams tend to pick him from time to time if they have a good matchup. I'm thinking about maybe a Timber Saw, if they want to run it. It's damage on the side of EPG is pretty static.
Oh.
All right, that's whenever you see Ember Spirit, it's either he's playing against Monkey King, who's banned out, or Huskar.
And it will be the Huskar. So they get rid of the 2 of the really obnoxious laning opponents, and they still have to deal with a 3rd one. Huskar PA. This is a pretty fast tempo draft from Team Jekic as well. A lot of really good, strong, solid lanes.
Oh man, if you use Divine Favor on Huskar,
Oh man, no! Shut up! Don't say things. No, that's a war crime. You're gonna get sent to the Hague. You're gonna be tried for war crimes using bloody weapons of mass destruction on people. You can't divine favor a Huskar.
I just want to see a number once they're maxed out.
Get his HP regen up to like 500 per second. Ursa Warrior gets taken out. Final ban here for Team Jekic. We're looking likely for a Mitch hero, it feels like. I don't know if this
I feel like this is
going to
be him playing the Kunkka in this game. It feels like they need to build auras, and a lot of his heroes were banned out, and Kunkka just fits the profile right now. I don't think they might even consider putting Ember Spirit on the side lane, Kunkka off lane, and have a hero that can deal with Huskar on mid.
But who can? Who can stand up to the big beefy man?
They could pick Pugna, I think.
Right, that is something they're lacking as well, is that consistent tower push anyway. Ember doesn't like to hit towers. Kunkka not really in that position. Neither supports from EPG. Very good at structural damage. They could quite easily struggle trying to trade objectives against Chen, Shadow Shaman, Huskar.
10 seconds remaining.
Nature's Prophet's gone, isn't he? Yeah, he's been banned out.
Remaining.
Do you just go all in for like teamfight combos as EPG then, and consider trying to win teamfights and off the back of big wombo combos try and win the game?
Their team fight is extremely strong with Winter Wyvern, Kunkka, Elder Titan. I'm just a bit worried for their laning stage. I'm not sure if this is gonna be the strongest laning performance.
10 seconds remaining.
It's tough, man. It's tough to last pick a hero right now.
Yeah, like it would be nice if... I'm just looking at this and thinking it would be nice if they had like a Jakiro instead of the Wyvern. Then at least they've got that fallback plan where they can liquid fire down at least a tower or two. But the Wyvern is pretty important here against Huskar PA as well. And now the Night Stalker final pick. AoE Silence against Ember Spirit, Wyvern, Elder Titan. Incredibly tanky and beefy boy. Should have a reasonably
Ideally,
good lane.
they would want to pick something like a Viper here. Breaks two of their heroes, even Night Stalker. Tanky enough. But sadly, he's gone.
What happened to Necro? And I only bring this up because I saw, like I said OD earlier, I saw OD last night when I was watching NA, and I also saw Necro picked up. It was against a Spectre in particular, but I'm thinking like Necro against Huskar. You've got a decent lane matchup. You can actually push forward and keep the heal going, sustain forward, buy a bit of time for your Ember. But I just don't know where that hero is right now.
I'll definitely not picked in this game, Gary. I mean,
just call it trash.
Good. He's good against Huskar. He's good against Phantom Assassin. Maybe not the best against control that Shadow Shaman provides, and the Night Stalker. It's hard to play into.
Dazzle.
Oh, this one. This is a forgotten hero.
It is. Baranya Dazzle. God, it slipped completely out of my mind. We've not seen him a lot in the core role recently. But it brings you physical damage, gives you wave clear, bit of push. But it's also a really nice mid-game peak of strength from your core hero on that Dazzle.
This Night Stalker is going to need to play good in this game if they want to win. Like, it's going to be a lot on his shoulders after the first night and second night falls, how he's going to use that night. Because both Dazzle, Ember Spirit, pretty much every single hero on EPG's side is really vulnerable to silence. And you can't itemize against this. Like, you can't build Manta Styles, Yule Scepters. Yule Scepter is just going to buy you some time. It's an okay-ish item against them. Or just a Yule Night Stalker and try to run away.
It's BKB or bust.
BKB, yeah. It's just BKB that counters this spell.
Even the Dazzle can struggle up against it. I mean, what's the duration on that? It's like 6 or 7 seconds, isn't it? The Crippling Fear. It's quite a long duration.
I gotta check.
We'll see when we get into game. Game 1 of this best of 3. Kicking things off for our second day of Dota 2 here in the ESL 1 Mumbai qualifiers for EU and CIS. Team Jekic up against Elements Pro Gaming. And where is my Night Stalker? Lacoste, what's the number?
There it is. It's 7 on level 3. I was not wrong. 8 on level 4.
Nice. Yeah, I said 6 or 7. I was bang in the middle.
You were not wrong. Who's that on their profile picture?
On the flag? I was wondering the same thing. I'm not sure. Is there a way for me to zoom in somewhere and try and look at it? Here, can I zoom in on the barracks? I don't recognize the face. I'm usually pretty good with faces, but I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is.
No, me neither. We can ask them in the lobby when we get into game 2. See if they answer us. Lowly casters asking questions to players. There we go.
We're gonna get SDFU probably. That's gonna be their response, written in Cyrillic.
Stop talking lobby, noob. Stop spam. So the Night Stalker with Shadow Shaman wandering up towards top. Shadow Shaman with no boots. Has gone for plenty of regen.
Yeah, we're gonna get some Zavali Eblos. That's how you say SDFU in Russian. Now I remember.
Now you remember your Russian lessons.
Yeah.
So Rasta, Night Stalker top. That's a very hard-hitting lane. So much base damage between them. Tanky Night Stalker with Stout Shield, difficult to bring down. FN's Huskar in the mid. Misha on the Chen, wandering around. Should head bottom to help out Chappie's Phantom Assassin, who's going to be facing off against LeBron ET, Mitch Kunker, like you mentioned. And Baranya on the Dazzle mid, while DNZ's Winter Wyvern and Swift ending on the Ember Spirit will be trying to lane top, but I feel like it's going to be a difficult safe lane. It's not going to be safe by all means.
It's going to be really tough for Ember Spirit and Winter Wyvern to play this lane. Let's see.
Bounty runes. Easy double top for the Radiant. Easy double bottom for the Dire. Chappie hiding in the trees.
Well, it's better than hiding under Shadow Amulet.
I'm so good at it. I knew where I wanted that to go. Set it up perfectly for you. There, oh, you're welcome. He buys his Quelling Blade. He's happy. He's happy. Positive mental attitude for Chappie. And LeBron going for this really nifty block that we're starting to see a lot more often nowadays. But Mitch is also blocking his wave. Interesting.
Yeah, you can't trade against Chen. He uses Divine Favor. You need to back off.
You sure do. Bottom lane doesn't feel like we'll have much kill opportunity unless like Misha makes a misstep. Is mainly going to be trading regen for the first couple of minutes. Get a bit of harass here and there. Mid lane should also be pretty similar. Top lane I really want to keep my eyes on because stuff like this is going to happen non-stop. No Fear and Clownass already dropping low thanks to the Flame Guard of Swift ending. And they've not popped it. They've used Ether Shock early. And DNZ, with Arctic Burn now down, is a window for Team Jekic to maybe push a bit more damage. Chen is just chasing LeBron down bottom. Yep. Misha's going to hunt the poor little Elder Titan.
Man, Chen is such a strong hero. There it is. Divine Favor on him, but LeBron has boots. It's better not to kill him there, because he needs to... At least he has boots of speed, so he needs to regen up, walk back to a lane, and they can just... Alright, they're gonna go in Kunkka.
They're actually trying to kill
Good body
Mitch.
block.
So good from Misha.
Done.
Beautiful stuff.
Now you steal it. That's how you play it. Now, I mean, you gotta give credit to Chen. That's his first blood.
That is. It should say Misha there. Drew first blood with some sick body blocks. We're just gonna, go into MS Paint, change that one out, no problem. Fix it in post-production. And that's the thing. You chip down at the regen here from the Dire team, and very, very quickly, this Divine Favor, just with the HP regen it's giving, gives you that ever so slight advantage that you can build on, even over just a couple of minutes. Top lane EPG, the wave is standing pretty static near the Radiant Tier 1. DNZ not really had an opportunity to come back and pull, thanks to the Sentry that's blocking his actual small pull camp. So the only one he has is the large, which is difficult against Night Stalker Rasta. as they can so easily contest it.
Yeah, once they get level 3 on Night Stalker and Shadow Shaman, it's probably gonna be... Yeah, they're gonna almost be level 4 when the first night falls, and then they're gonna start playing aggressive.
ET's thinking about the aggression coming in the next minute as well, looking for the stacks to build up his spirit damage. DNZ gets the D ward.
Oh yeah, Harpy Stormcrafter in the lane. This lane is lost. You need to get the fuck out of this lane.
I was wondering where, and I see it now. I see it. I mean, you get so many chain lightnings. How much damage is it? 140.
Yeah, you can use like 9. You can use 8, but with mana regen, you can probably use 9.
It's insanity. I remember I clearly remember, like it was yesterday, the first time I saw this was Puppy. Chen, level 1, goes middle, sends the Harpy, and gets first blood with it on, I think it was like on an Invoker or something, just like absolutely trashed him. Most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. Misha's going to show that off here as well. As LeBron not going back to lane, continuing just to try and build some stacks, and then show himself a little later on with an astral damage. DNC's warded himself up. Keep him safe and sound around that bounty rune spot. Keep the pulls going as well to try and manipulate that creep wave. Things very quiet from EPG so far though, and you look at the CS, it's not so good.
LeBron stacked all 3 camps at the same time. It's not easy as it seems.
Oh, so he did. Oh, that's big. Top lane EPG trying to keep the Shadow Shaman and Night Stalker at bay, but again the wave returns to their side of the lane. And we come back to Misha. He's got a double damage rune, and you know that Dazzle, unlikely to have a point in grave here. The backstab could be pretty potent onto Baranya. He's trying to commit onto FN, who has a salve once that poison touch ends, but Misha's being caught by LeBron in the back, and it's a DD up against an ET with plus 153 damage. That is an absolute whacking from LeBron.
ET has triple the damage. Like, it's
like Chen
way
had
better
a DD
than double
rune.
damage. Yeah.
Oh, how do you do that? 5-minute bounty runes, though. In we go. Swift ending with the damage towards the Shadow Shaman. Splinter Blast. Oh, ever so barely escaping. No Fear survives on 6 health. But they do grab the triple bounty, even the quadruple bounty rune. A nice bonus gold there for EPG coming in. And it looks like Mitch now is pretty comfortable since the Chen's left the lane. He's doing reasonably well coming back into this game.
Yeah, you just need levels.
Oh, LeBron.
Conquer.
So fast. He's got brown boots windlace. He's so bloody speedy, but he's not speedy enough to dodge the boulders. Did Misha... Oh.
3 boulders. Yeah.
He took another creep, so it died, and he got the double boulders from it. Because he had one big golem, threw the pebble, took another golem, so the first golem died and popped into 2 smaller golems. Really good stuff from Misha. Now they're hunting Mitch. They know he's lurking in the shadows, but a good TP away should be able to get him to safety. Barely gets back. Scrapes to the tier 1. Man, this game's on a knife edge. Every single lane is just toe-curlingly close. There's death everywhere.
They're trying to make something happen on Night Stalker's lane. When you're playing core Night Stalker, you do not want to rotate the Night Stalker. You want to rotate supports and get the kill so he can farm on the lane. Because if you see Night Stalker missing, who's playing a core, you know that he's ganking the other 2 lanes. And it's easy to counter-react to when he's missing.
Just look at the Radiant CS, though. Their 3 cores are almost identical. 33-10, 31-10, 30-10. It's beautiful. Synchronization of CS. Not looking too bad for the Dire, but they've got a bit of catching up to do. LeBron getting pummeled by these mud golems yet again, but he'll steal some nice little jungle creeps on his way through.
LeBron playing well around Astral Spirit. He keeps refreshing them and gets the damage in the laning stage, but it's hard. Even with 1 point in Blur, 20% evasion, you can't really rely on landing those right clicks. Chen? What level is he? Level 3? No boots?
No! Leave Misha alone! LeBron! Oh my goodness!
400 damage.
Are you kidding me? What the actual fuck is this? That's not Dota 2, Lacoste.
400 damage on it. He has 1,000 gold. Like, he just keeps refreshing it. He pulled it through the stacks, and now he's gonna stack it again.
I can't cast this, no! Dear Lord. That is unacceptable, LeBron. You can't do this to these poor people.
And they don't have a tool to clear the stacks with. Like, even if they know that there are stacks there, they can't clear them. Now Kunkka has level 3 Tidebringer. They can easily clear those
Top lane, though. No fear. Getting ganked up by the Dazzle. Burning through to the swift ending flames and the poison from the Borania rotation. Nightstalk has to back away. We'll return to mid lane, the Dazzle, to face off against the Huskar. But like you're saying, Mitch is just clearing through stacks now. They can bring Ember here if they want to clear them. Dazzle could also come through and poison touch. Are you a big fan of giving Mitch all of the farm here? Oh, whoopsie.
Oopsie, where did he die?
Down
Alright,
bottom.
a bit too far. Yeah, Mitch is gonna get a lot of levels from this. His level 8.5, even with the bad start that he had.
He is becoming a big boy.
He's on top of CS right now.
I mean, like 60% of them are neutral creeps, but it's still big camps, medium camps. It's a lot of gold. It's a fair amount of income there for the Kunkka. ET returns down bottom. Soul Ring, Tranquils, Windlace. He's pretty farmed himself. I mean, net worth-wise, how are we looking? PA and Huskar up at the top. Then you've got Kunkka, Dazzle. As top lane fight breaking out. Nightstalker already falling, but the Huskar's arriving. Ember remnanting away. Getting zapped back, but Borania nowhere really to run or hide, and the Ember does die to the Burning Spears in the back. With another Shackle, EPG may have overextended. Mitch's arrival comes a little too late. He will claim the life of the Huskar and looks for no fear now. DNC body block. Get in front of him, and there's the double. Mitch comes in, and he really does come out on top.
Yeah, I feel like FN could have dodged that both with the life break on Kunkka or on the range creep. Also had Fairy Fire to work with. Maybe he could have changed things a bit. What's happening on bottom lane? 1, 2 runes picked up by Chen. Then he dies immediately.
And they're bringing the Dazzle down here now as well to try and face off against Chappie.
They want to pressure the tower. The siege creep just spawned, and they want to pressure it. Ember Spirit has haste in bottle. He's a bit under-leveled. If Mitch doesn't buy Heaven's Halberd this game, I'm deleting him from my friend list.
He has to. Come on. Brace of drums, Heaven's Halberd. Let's go. That's the way, Mitch. None of this Radiance, Shadowblade, Daedalus, none of that nonsense. Go for the utility.
He can build damage. It's fine if he builds damage.
Just no Midas?
Yeah.
Is that it? Okay. We will go in with a play onto Nightstalker. Big combo with LeBron, actually, and massive damage. Landing onto Clowness takes him out of the game. Really nicely timed there with the Earth Splitter from LeBron. And you can see 3 heroes from Team Jekic all kind of rotating top to defend their Tier 1, while bottom lane has already been shoved through the Tier 1 onto Tier 2 with a catapult still going.
Yeah, but EPG deep ward between Tier 1 and Tier 2 tower on the left side. They just saw the smoke as well, so they can back off easily.
They'll catch Chappie. The PA down bottom, Phantom Strike. Where is the creep wave? Chappie can't jump to anyone, and now Misha bringing FN in. Where's... Wait, what? Where did he go? X-Mark? He got X-Mark!
X-Mark,
oh,
all
man,
right.
that's so sick. Now Nightstalker's kind of left down here all alone. Misha's fallen. I'm wondering what the hell's happening. I think so's the Huskar. That's a couple in a row. Quick and easy for EPG. Nightstalker with a Serpent Wards, looking for DNZ, but out he goes with a TP. Borania is left alone, and he knows the Void is being held by Clowness. Doesn't have the Grave, so finally loses his life. Oh, I was wondering, where's the Huskar gone? It's like, oh, Mitch, you player.
For a moment, all right, is that gonna be...
Yes.
Hand of Midas. All right, Hand of Midas is fine. So he's gonna get a lot of items this game. Suddenly, position 3 Kunkka, the most farmed hero on the map.
Overfarmed. If Ember Spirit's underfarmed, Kunkka's overfarmed. LeBron's queuing up a BKB. And Kunkka's going back for the Vlads. So it looks like they want to try and hit at least some kind of, 20-minute mid-game timing to really punish Team Jekic with this Huskar PA. Play on their side of the map so the Chen and the Shadow Shaman can't get up onto their tier 1s. Try and claim as many of these buildings as they possibly can. And honestly, I stand completely corrected. I didn't think EPG would have the tower damage they needed to make these kind of plays. But they're using the map really, really nicely. Pushing their advantage wherever they can.
Yeah, this is what I mentioned when Chen was first picked. This hero is level 4 right now, doesn't have boots, minute 13. So for the rest of the game, this hero is going to be completely useless. He's going to use Divine Favor on either PA or Huskar, and that's it. That's his job.
Ogre Frost Mage. Oh no. He used Frost Shield on himself and runs into the middle of 3 EPG enemies. Some good vision coming down from EPG though. Securing around this northern half of the map in towards the Roshan pit. Sticking around middle though.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
What do you feel about Baranya here? Triple Null Arcane's no Necro book, going straight into the Greaves.
Yeah, I think he should have gone for Necro so they have that extra front line. And it gives you enough mana regen so you can spam it out, bad juju with the lowered cooldown, and then get the Guardian Greaves. I mean, with the 3 nulls, he doesn't maybe need to go for it, but I don't know, I would like to see Necro instead of 1-2 nulls maybe first.
This is some pretty hard commitment into the 5-man strat from EPG as well. Going from lane to lane. Every single hero trying to commit pretty hard, and in we come. Another X mark. Again, spot on from Mitch. Great TP.
I just jinxed
boat,
him.
though. I have. I'm so sorry, Mitch. That's my bad. I shouldn't talk. I'll close my mouth as you try to chase the Night Stalker. But I think Clowness is out of here, expending his Dark Ascension, though. So they force an ultimate with no real gain, and now maybe Team Jekic can make a play. Swift ending. Moves on to the PA, but the backstab from No Fear. Hex, Serpent Wards, and Shackles. There is a remnant from the Ember Spirit, and he uses it very simply. Presses a couple of buttons, and he's absolutely gone.
Yeah, that was not EU mat for sure.
They were expecting maybe 2 crits, then it's a kill, but the numbers, they didn't add up.
I think he should have started with the Hex into Ether Shock for extra damage. I'm not sure if he still had Flame Guard running or not.
Especially when it's level 4 Ether Shock and 1-1 in your 2 disables.
Yeah.
We're starting to see a lot more Shadow Shamans kind of go for, 2 or 3 points instead of maxing Ether Shock and trying to get a few additional points just to give you that extra control.
Depends on what kind of a game you're playing. Like if you want to split push, if you want to have a free lane for yourself until you get the items and the levels, just max Ether Shock. If things are not going well, if you have, let's say, a Grimstroke on your team, then you want to max out your other spells.
Oh, I'm a big fan of what Mitch is doing. Trading out of the Vlads into Spirit Vessel.
Spirit Vessel is going to be so dope against Divine Favor, against the Huskar heal, just for some extra kill potential. Phantom Assassin is going to be vulnerable to any kind of magic damage. She's getting closer to her Battle Fury.
FN, No Fear. Life break forward. Torrent doesn't quite land, but they will hit the boat and the Earth Splitter's there. FN drops and No Fear. Optimistic TP. Gives it a shot, but 2 heroes farming very aggressively in this dire side jungle triangle. They're getting caught off guard by EPG's. Like, this really is 5-man Dota at its finest. I don't think I've seen EPG have, apart from Ember Spirit bottom, have a single hero kind of off away alone from the rest of their squad.
Yeah. I mean, they played some good 5-man Dota yesterday in the game that they lost. Just the decision-making was not on point. This game, they're playing amazing. They're putting a lot of pressure on the towers. This is the last tier 2 tower that's left on the bottom lane.
And they're all collapsing down towards it. Swift ending, Drums phase, moving into Maelstrom. Does find himself in the safe little pocket of farm back on his side of the map. But this kind of draft from the Radiant side, it feels so awkward to play from behind. Because you ideally want to be in the position that the Dire are in, pushing their tier 1s, forcing them to fight into you, giving the Huskar targets to jump on. So far, that's not really happened. EPG, a very tight-knit squad.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Going around as a pack of wolves, basically hunting you down, and Swift ending the elusive, very elusive Ember Spirit,
Radiant's bottom
proving to be a very, very difficult target to really catch.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Maybe, with the pings onto Baranya, they'll bring numbers themselves towards their shrine. No Fear starts things off, but here comes Mitch with a torrent and a boat, trying to save up his buddy. We do have a Grave, a mech, and some one charges here for Baranya, but he's been leapt upon. A big man Huskar. He's doing the damage, but I don't know if it'll be enough because they've got the Winter's Curse and the saves are coming. In with the damage, and LeBron's there. Earth Split is perfect. Oh, EPG, it's beautiful. Down goes the two. Night Stalker and Rasta fall flat on their faces. Huskar will follow. 3 for 1. Baranya does die eventually to the Burning Spears, I believe.
Yeah, DNZ could have saved him, though. After the Grave, he should have just put him under Cold Embrace. And now they have a Spirit Vessel, 5 charges on Spirit Vessel.
Oh. And Hand of Midas off cooldown. There we go.
Radiant's middle tower
How
is
rich
under
is
attack.
Mitch? 8.3k. PA only
Dire's top
just
tower
now kind of
is
getting
under
ahead of him
attack.
with the Battle Fury. Chappie's finding some good room to farm. The Phantom Assassin, that kind of insurance policy it feels for the Radiant team. But she needs more time. Mitch is looking for her.
Let's see a Blind Torrent.
She's dragged back to the Gent. Safe and sound down bottom. Obsward mid, spots out Swift ending, but very defensively backs himself away. Sees the Chen illusion, will take that quite easily. Big items for the Dire team coming up though. We've got Greaves done, Solar Crest is being worked on. With that Dazzle. Halberd is coming, so your wishes will be granted on Mitch.
Yeah, I know Mitch. We have probably over 1,500 games together played.
So
just in Dota 2. And in Dota 1, I think we could possibly have even more games played.
Damn. You've got the same brain.
Yeah.
Symbiosis.
Sadly for him.
Sadly for
Dire's
him.
bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, finally. A bit of a group up from the Radiant, claiming a tower. I have taken a couple of tier 1s by now, but that glyph has spooked them. They see EPG roaming across near Roshan right now. Should be able to just commit and get the tower as FN finishes off a halberd of his own. It's decent space for the Radiant. You know, they're keeping themselves in it. Only a 3k lead from EPG. Even with the great fights and the great movements they've had, it's still the aspect of 5-man Dota that leads you to fall short in some regards. If you're all grouping up, you're missing out on opportunities across the map, potentially. Where's the PA? She's been dragged down bottom now. A Radiant looking to try and fight.
I think Radiant just wants PA to farm her BKB and then they want to fight. If they can delay this BKB, that's going to be great. And look at the items on Elder Titan. Straight into BKB.
Yeah, he's nearly got it as well.
Scanning.
That's going to be a lot of minus armor from his natural order, from Bad Juju.
And then the medallion on top of it as well. Baranya's got that one done.
I just love saying Bad Juju.
Bad Juju. It's a great spell name. Ooh, Swift ending. He's going to find No Fear here. Oh, did he see it? I think he's looking for Chappie. I don't think he saw the Shadow Shaman, though, interestingly enough. While mid lane, there is an actual fight happening. FN caught with the Winter's Curse. DNZ grabs 2 of them in his little clasp, and now the silence. AoE. Onto Dazzle. Nice torrent from Mitch, though, connecting with the Huskar. Armor toggles down and dies.
This Spirit Vessel doing an amazing job. He can't regen, and now they're pushing for a high ground.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, emboldened by that kill on Huskar. He is dead for 30 with no buyback, so by all means, APG could quite easily take a tier 3 here. Free Serpent Wards, handing over money to this Dire team. Even tipping No Fear. Cheers! Cheers for the cash!
Yeah, they tipped him for a reason. Phantom Assassin
Radiant's
still doesn't have a BKB. She needs to kill this creep wave, and she's gonna have it. Just needs to TP back home. It's daytime right now because he used Dark Ascension in the previous fight. Still 2.5 minutes until until the second night.
They're going to take out at least a melee barracks, it looks like. EPG, 15 seconds until Winter's Curse. They jump in with a PA. BKB ready. Chappie holding for as long as he can. Melee rack still standing, 400 health. I don't think EPG want to give up on this right now, so an X into Torrent. They're just trying to force that BKB, try and fight around it afterwards. But Team Jacket so far keeping Chappie comfortable. This additional creep wave arriving now. And the trouble does become apparent that EPG don't have a natural hero really to go and hit buildings. Another X and Torrent, Chappie getting caught. The chain stun is there. She can't BKB. Silence arrives, and now Chappie turns, looks for the fight. The jump in, but LeBron, he's strong. He's got the BKB of his own, and he's punching hard. Down goes Night Stalker, and the Winter's Curse is decent with the boat over the top. They keep themselves alive, EPG, and with a nice slap of the sword. Mitch, beautifully played. This should be another couple of kills and a full lane of barracks. X-Mark back, but the Phantom Strike out. Gives Chappie safety.
Chappie says sorry, he didn't hit any critical strikes.
And there goes the full lane. They could even transition to one of the side lanes as well. There aren't any tier 2s here for the Radiant, so they do. Bottom lane's open. And EPG, they're all full health. They've got Spirit Vessels, Cold Embraces. All their wands are looking pretty good as well. Plenty of charges on everyone except Dazzle, and Kunkka doesn't have any, but...
Shadow Wave plus Guardian Greaves. Everyone's full HP.
Yeah. And a really well-executed draft into hard 5-man push. It is last chance saloon for the Radiant side. A secondary melee Rax has fallen, but some good crits finally remove Swift Ending. FN once more. Baranya dived upon. Two-man Torrent out with a TP. Cancelled by the Void, and they leave the Dazzle to die and pay for his sins. And DNZ will also fall, so 3-0 in the ensuing fight that follows. But the damage has already been done. A lane and a half gone, Serpent Wards wasted, and the Radiant very little to show for their actions.
Yeah, they need Night Stalker to run in and create chaos with Crippling Fear, and then they need to chase. Good decision right after they got the 3-man pickoff. Instantly into Roche Pit with the Divine Favor and Arcane Rune. This PA can take it down solo. Torrent.
Mitch can't.
He
Not
can.
alone.
Both. Let's go.
He's thinking about it. Stomp into boat. Mitch is going in with a Torrent to follow. Silence and Hex though, and Chappie and FN turn to battle. Aegis claimed with Roshan dying. Radiant takes it, but LeBron with the punches. War plus 279. Don't mind if I do. Slap you down into the ground. Huskar's gone, and a buyback from Shadow Shaman is needed. But the stomp is good again from LeBron. Sleepy time for Huskar. Sent to Naptown. And it looks like Team Jekic in disarray. They're not deciding on who to really focus on. Finally killing off the ET. Battling up into the high ground though, and Swift Ending, this is his wheelhouse. He can spam out chains, hold the Huskar in place. Night Stalker's gone to the Poison Touch of Dazzle. Another life break here, sure, with a nice little shackles, but the Winter's Curse holds them all in place, resets the fight for EPG, so they can turn and face their opponents. Poor little PA has no more BKB, 5 seconds until it comes up. Maybe she has time to get it out, because the AoE silence yet again, keeping the Dazzle out of play, and Ember's in trouble. Sleight of Fist Remnant.
There's a boat ready. They can regroup easily.
Radiant reset, but they've lost Aegis. They're all so low. No Fear should be a freebie here. X is still up on him. And there's the slight chains to really seal the deal.
And bottom lane is pushing, mid lane is pushing in. They need to be there and start killing those creeps. There were 2 buybacks committed by Night Stalker and Shadow Shaman. So nothing too big. They got the Roche. And they lost Aegis, so not too bad for EPG.
I love the bronze items. He nearly has MKB.
Look at me, I'm the damage dealer now.
I mean, when he's running around with 101 plus 300 damage, he's got the talent, right? He doesn't even have the talent yet. He's level 12. The 30 Astral Spirit hero attack. He's not even got it yet, and he's already running around with infinite damage. FN, unfortunately, doesn't have infinite HP. drops incredibly low, down to about a fifth of his health pool. They jump in the back, though. Nice cold embrace. DNZ getting away from the AoE silence. FN dies in the back to the Earth Splitter, but it's all on Chappie now with his Black King Bar to make plays. Baranya trying to run away, and yet again the reset is popped. Winter's Curse into boat, chain stuns galore. Baranya does drop to a hit and a crit from Chappie. Shackles to continue, the buyback from FN. They want this fight to continue as long as possible. Down goes Ember, and Mitch with DNZ, they're on the retreat. They need to catch the Kunkka. He's a big ticket kill. Can they find him? Chappie won't be able to chase and close the distance, so they only lose DNZ in the back as a 4-man slaying. Does defend the top lane now.
Is this the replay of yesterday's game when EPG just had to close the game and managed to throw it, and they played against the Phantom Assassin? This Phantom Assassin deals so much damage in these team fights. With Divine Favor on her, she has enough region to go in. Now she's level 20. Armor Corruption plus a Deso. Yeah.
She's pretty spooky. Even with FN dying and buying back there, it still feels like it's the Chappie show. 16,000 net worth on the Phantom Assassin. But you're down 2 lanes of barracks. Top lane tier 3 did take a bit of chip damage. And it only feels like, you know, an inevitability here that EPG will group up again along that top lane and go for round 2. They've drawn the line, a long pink line of DNZ. Smoke of Deceit ready, and off we go to the races. They see the D ward. Well, they know there's people lurking around. FN's going to hide in the trees. He's spooked. And Chen will bring him home.
He's good.
Night Stalker with Pipe Vlad's bringing plenty of auras to the table for his team. I don't know if it's going to be enough, though. They're desperate for these secondary BKBs. It's nice having one on your PA, but if your Huskar and Night Stalker are then going to be the focus of Ember, Kunkka, ET, and all of their magic damage, well, losing them quickly is going to be your downfall. And we've got to start looking at buybacks now, don't we, Lacoste?
This should make my life easier.
Yeah, and I feel like whoever's controlling the camera, observers, we need to see buyback statuses instead of net worth at one point.
Yeah, could you get on that?
I'm gonna talk to our
Jenny?
observers for sure. Jenny.
She's on it. There, it's changed now. Thank you. I appreciate it. PA, Kunkka, Dazzle, and ET. The 4 heroes with buyback and money for it. We don't have Night Stalker for 3 minutes. Huskar, of course, we just saw him pop it. And you have the Shadow Shaman who's got a couple of minutes off it. So really now is the time to strike for EPG. They must know buyback possibilities are limited for the Radiant team. And with a 6,000 net worth lead, you've got to feel reasonably strong. But, you know these players getting in their heads a little bit. Do you think that there are shades of yesterday and they're maybe going to fall back and take their foot off the pedal too much because of what happened yesterday?
Well, when I had a chat with Mitch, he said it's going to be 2-0. I'm not sure what he meant by 2-0 for who. This is a good ward. Deep ward placed by Winter Wyvern on the mid lane.
So it
but
is.
I feel like if EPG doesn't close this game soon, that it's gonna become really difficult. Now that PA has a basher.
But Lacoste, ET has the MKB.
Yeah, the good thing about EPG's lineup and their itemization is that they can drag these fights for so long. With all these heal, they can reset and play around the BKB timings on the Radiant side. And the Ember Spirit can't itemize. Like, he's forced to buy a BKB. He has Phase Boost, Drums, Full Mjolnir, and Crystallis. But it's gonna be damn hard to play into Nightstalker.
It sure is. Still good vision for the Dire, like you mentioned. Mid lane ward, top lane also a nice lane ward, watching the maneuvers from Night Stalker, Chen, Huskar in the mid, Shadow Shaman wandering into the jungle. EPG have a very good idea of where this Radiant squad are. MKB finished now for the Elder Titan. Limited on the mana pool though. Soul Ring to mess around with, but LeBron jumped upon. Forced to BKB early on. Chappie hit by the Searing Chains, but DNZ Cold Embrace. FN with his own BKB will turn to fight, and the Shackles catching Piranha. AoE silence, but a full staff away. Buys himself time as DNZ falls, and Chappie goes to work on the Ember now. Phantom Strike with a bash and a crit. No bloody way! Divine Favor on this PA, destroying Ember. And they're going to find more, potentially. Hex from No Fear, thanks to his Blink Ether Lens, catching an additional bonus kill. 3 in a row. And EPG, dearie me, they can't do this again. They can't. Please, I beg of you. You look so good, so strong, and now it's slipping through your fingers.
Man, I can't believe that they might lose this game. And how it's going right now, it's definitely in Team Jekic's favor, in my opinion. Even though there are 2 Raxes down, so if they lose another fight, this game might just be over, but Phantom Assassin is getting out of control.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Misha, level 13. Tranquil Boots.
Dire's top tower.
Feeling pretty happy about himself with the way this game has gone, finally. Able to run around and do stuff. And Night Stalker is starting to scale decently as well. Is this BKB arriving? It sure is. Has the 50 damage talent. With that Dark Ascension, that's 200 bonus damage.
Yeah, he just received the 200 bonus damage once he pops that. Oh my god. On top of 150.
Yeah. Damn.
Alright, so do the math, Gary. How much damage is he gonna have?
Bloody lots, Lacoste.
150, that's 300, or 420 plus.
Divide by 3, carry the 1.
Yeah, add the 3 times square root of 16 on top of that.
Divide by pi. I'll throw in an...
Yeah, we're really bad at math. We only know these basic words.
Well, you can throw in some imaginary numbers. Give it the square root of I if you want to. But I think that would start messing with people's brains. Elder Titan with a stomp onto Huskar. Immediate smoke from Team Jekic as well, but I believe that was spotted, and yeah, EPG will hold the high ground as Roshan spawning in 40 seconds. There's the blink, the Hex to start. Shackles are good as well, and Wyvern critted into oblivion. Chappie's BKB, and now Abyssal catches ET. LeBron's about to fall, and EPG crumble. Okay, here comes Chappie. Phantom Strike down to the low ground, even through the 4-staff with another slice and dice. 1566 is the crit that hits, and Clown-S looks for Kunkka now as well. Long-range Shackles from No Fear. They've got the follow-through with Chappie to blink forward as well if they need, but they want the Ember in the back additionally. Now they'll aim for Mitch alone. The boat is thrown, but No Fear's there.
Looking for catch Ember.
He's got no mana.
Gotta Shaman's out of mana. Man, Chap is hitting those crits with the Divine Favor. He went all in with the items, no buyback, Abyssal Blade, and Deso, just so that he can keep them in place. And man, No Fear played amazing there. He didn't have a ward there. He pinged out what they're doing. He blindly blinks in and catches Winter Wyvern. You can also blame Winter Wyvern, who was not standing on the high ground. His left wing was on the low ground, and he got hexed.
It's like really, really great understanding of the game, right? Because from a very simple level, you see the Radiant team here, and you know that the Huskar's here. You know that the smoke hits him, and you know the Dire team have vision of this. So the natural move for the Dire team is always going to be back up to this high ground, hold the high ground, and play from here. So No Fear, knowing that, plays off of the knowledge of the knowledge of the knowledge, and he just goes deeper and deeper and makes that, out of left field play, but it's just so spot on.
And the heroes on side of EPG, they're not gonna scale. This Kunkka, who was at one point most farmed hero on the map, he doesn't deal that much damage. He's more of a utility right now. Has AC, good to buff up his team. Dazzle has a Solar Crest, but no matter what he buys, he's not gonna scale as wars on side of Team Jekic. Look at PA, she's getting closer to level 25.
Going back into Manta though, Chappie. Quite interesting. I guess another ability to get out of chains. Maybe try and dodge some torrents and that stuff. Is there something I'm missing here though? with the Manta?
I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Manta. He can dispel Poison Touch, get out of Searing Chains. I don't know. I don't feel it's worth it to get Manta as a 6th item on PA.
So the additional rationalization I have is that you can sell your treads for it, right? The Yasha gives you the movement speed, and you can potentially not need boots. Something that we saw from a lot of Chinese players in the past, getting S and Y or Manta to really, 6 slot without needing to have treads or phase boots or other such.
I would prefer either S and Y or just full Satanic.
Yeah, get that status resistance going.
Dire structures.
EPG on the defensive. This game has swung so bloody quickly. Team Jekic are the ones knocking on the front door and taking tier 3s now. Easy tower, look for the barracks with the Serpent Wards. And no fear, long-range Hex Shackles. No real follow-through, though, as Clownass couldn't quite get in on top of the Dazzle. So they throw out the Earth Splitter. The combo onto No Fear. They've taken him down, but that's a lot expended. Ember Spirit's fallen and had to buy back. This poor ET, he's trying to turn and clap FN with a Grave to help, but even that Witness Curse isn't going to save him. Cold Embrace buys a little bit of time, but the damage is done. And Team Jekic, they're looking to close out this game. Torrent buys time as the Huskar sent skywards, but the PA is unkillable. Age is still in hand, and EPG, they're being herded back like poor little sheep into their fountain. They're lambs to the slaughter, and GG it's called. Team Jekic have done it this game.
What a turnaround by Team Jekic. Unbelievable. I mean, it's not that unbelievable considering the fact that the EPG did the same thing yesterday, but we gotta give credit to them. The way they played, even when they were so far behind, they knew that the Phantom... Alright, so listen. Phantom Assassin didn't get any shitty Hand of Midas item build. Like, if you want to go greed, he just gets straight Battle Fury, and then he farms. He gets a BKB timing really fast, and then he starts to fight with the theme. And Chen did a good job just casting Divine Favor. He had one job, casting Divine Favor on him, and on top of that, he was recalling him back to base after he farmed the side lanes. So overall, really great performance by Radiant team. I'm impressed. But we gotta give credit to EPG. They played really well first 20-25 minutes of the game. After that, they fell apart again.
I'm amazed. I mean, my jaw is on the floor. I'm in shock. Chappy PA, 15, 2, and 10. I was just looking at his item timings. 16.5-minute Battle Fury, 22-minute BKB. It just all slotted into place very nicely. Man. Game 1. Game 1 in the books. Team Jekic take it. This is a best of 3, though, so we've got a couple more chances for EPG to show their strength. We'll take a quick break, guys. Move into the lobby and give you the rest of the series. See you in a little bit.
This arena is about ready to explode. Welcome to ESL 1. Let's get this started. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go.
Grabbing up the epicenter comes in. Oh, it's a big one as well. Look at this damage. The BKB, the Black are ready to go. GG.
Think he can't shine through the dark? Stream a Roshan Steel in high resolution? And record a play for the history books? Watch this. Think he can't make a victory go viral? Watch this. Think a support can't be in the spotlight? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, a legend can rewrite his own legacy. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
Remember where it started. Your first experiences. The journey you traveled. The journey you love. Remember where it started. And imagine where it will go. Rise on.
You're not weak. Your mind is always racing. It never rests. So let the earth quake as you break through.
Previously on ESL 1 Birmingham.
What a dream way to begin the day.
And now, we continue. Get ready for the Birmingham Brawl.
It's time! There is no place like home. Universe goes down. Look at the swing.
Asher coming in with the combo. GG is called.
ESL 1 Birmingham 2019.
Think he can't shine through the dark? Stream a Roshan steal in high resolution? And record a play for the history books? Watch this. Think he can't make a victory go viral? Watch this. Think a support can't be in the spotlight? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, a legend can rewrite his own legacy. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
Remember where it started. Your first experiences. Remember where you came from. The journey you traveled. The journey you love. Remember where it started. And imagine where it will go. Rise on.
No matter what your passion is, soccer, rugby, racing, or esports, become a part of the experience with the moments we deliver.
Welcome back, guys. I'm still in shock after Game 1, honestly, but here we have it. Game 2, EPG against Team Jekic in a best-of-3 for the ESL 1 Mumbai 2019 European and CIS qualifiers. Game 1, there are no words, Lacoste.
Yeah, I don't know what to say, man. They did it again, and now they have Bounty Hunter. I think that's Mitch's hero, and they opened up with Shadow Shaman. Team Jenkins, they took Elder Titan and Jakiro, and Elder Titan did so much work in the previous game.
Yeah, LeBron looked on fire. He was cruising. And then things all fell apart 25 minutes in.
The best part was when he was manning up against the double damage Chen with the Divine Favor on, and then Chen realized that the Elder Titan has triple his damage.
Yep, that was a classic Elder Titan moment. I'm a big fan of this Jakiro, though. I think I like it in this spot just a little more than the Winter Wyvern. You've got two supports here that do very well in lanes, but also you've got a bit of pushing power behind the Jakiro.
Yeah, I can see you're a man of a culture.
Yes.
Gary, you like dragons, you like spells, you're a big Harry Potter fan.
Just cast your spells. That's my,
Are you Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings guy? Like, even though there shouldn't be any...
I'm a bit of both.
Any rivalry between them?
So I like both of them. I probably like Lord of the Rings maybe a little more.
My boy.
Just because, Lord of the Rings was something through my childhood. But it's always weird, that question is weird to me, because usually people ask, do you like Lord of the Rings or Star Wars? And that's very easy for me. I say Lord of the Rings all the way. I'm not really into the whole, Star Trek, Star Wars, sci-fi kind of thing.
Me neither. I mean, I like sci-fi, but I just don't like the...
Space age stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I like the Deep Space Nine.
Okay.
The Star Trek, so...
Battlestar Galactica was something...
Not a big fan.
No. I think Battlestar Galactica was something that I got into a little bit, and I enjoyed the stories, but I just don't particularly like the space age setting. It's not for me. But we've got Dota 2 here, Lacoste. We've got heroes. being picked, being banned. Viper's gone. Lifestealer's gone. I'm a happy boy. PA is gone, so EPG can be happy boys as well.
Yeah, they were really sad boys, because how many bashes and crits Chappie got on that PA with the Divine Favor. Surprising ban though, Phantom Lancer. We don't see too much of that hero, so I'm trying to find a reason why they banned it out so early.
Slark is like the biggest reason that I look towards, but it's an odd one, isn't it? I guess you can Dispel Track, get away from Shadow Shaman. It's a little bit odd. Maybe something they've seen from Team Jekic in their previous games that indicates PL, but I don't see it on the recent draft list at all.
10 seconds.
Maybe we'll see a swift ending Slark, who knows?
5 seconds remaining.
Second phase pick.
Grimstroke banned? Even though I'm not a big fan of Grimstroke, if you can combine him with Shadow Shaman, then the hero becomes way stronger, but still you're relying on to pull off a big combo. It's not easy to execute. And Monkey King, this is the hero that I like. You can put him on multiple roles, multiple lanes. Even if your lane is not going well, if he's playing middle, you just gank the side lane. It's so easy to execute.
Especially when you have that second pick in the draft. Heroes like Monkey King, Razor, Pugna. You come into the second phase and you pick it, and usually it scares people away from doing things like this, picking heroes like Kunkka that can get demolished by Monkey King. But EPG go for it anyway.
I know Mitch told me that he practiced a lot of bounty. Now they picked Kunkka. I'm not sure if that's Kunkka mid, probably not, because Monkey King would have a better matchup. It's a free lane for him.
We don't see much
of
free
free lane. Yeah, it's a free lane for him, but if someone rotates, then I've seen this matchup going even. With Kunkka with X-Mark, Torrent combo, and Monkey King, plus one guy rotating, you can score an easy kill.
Yeah, Monkey King lanes are very often very swingy. One little kind of external influence can tip the lane over the edge one way or the other. Team Jekic, fourth pick for them now. Start looking potentially for their position 3 to come out for Clown S. Does he have another name? Do you know who that is?
Let me just check.
So I couldn't... It's Yoku. Of course it's Yoku.
Yoku. Yeah, it's Yoku.
Me dum dum. It's Yoku.
What was his last team?
Was it Empire?
Yoku.
It can't have been Empire. It must have been something before then. Or after then, sorry. He's been on plenty of teams, though.
Friends?
Gambit. He was on Gambit, Empire, Spartak, Cyber Angie, Friends, Virtus Pro.
Oh, he was on Gambit, yeah.
Yeah.
And Empire.
Ooh. What's that about? Pretty toxic. Veno, Jakiro, Monkey King.
Yeah, it's a chap who's gonna play this hero.
Damn, you got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Chappie on the toxic hero buying Shadowblade.
5 seconds.
I mean, he doesn't even finish Shadowblade, but if he
gets
plays a
halfway
competitive game, he gets he gets one component of it.
I still feel kind of bad for Yoku because, you know, in the middle of his career, he was probably the best offlaner in CIS for a solid year when he was playing with like Empire. And then he wanted to play mid, then he wanted to play carry, then he got moved to position 4 when he changed teams. Now he's back on position 3 and he looks good again, which starts to feel much better. But where's EPG going with this now? Shadow Shaman, Kunkka, Bounty. They've got plenty of elements here to, you know, catch and kill and try and snowball this game in their direction. But it feels like they need more damage, more potency, more immediacy with their draft. Speed, power.
I'm not sure Bounty Hunter is first pick material. Like, the whole point of this hero is to steal gold against the melee cores. Most of the time you see him as a counter pick to a Lifestealer, just try to delay his Hand of Midas and Radiance as much as possible. So they might swap things around. It could be mid half lane, maybe even position 4 Kunkka. I saw Bounty Hunter being played as 3 and as position 1. This hero is not good as pause 4 anymore.
Doesn't feel that way. Needs to buy into the damage and the stats. Well, we dip down deep into reserve time for a Weaver now. EPG grab it. A hero that doesn't care too much about being slowed by Veno. Can escape the grasp of Monkey King potentially. We might even see that Spirit Vessel Aghanims build come out if it is in the position 3. But I really do worry about that Kunkka now in the lane matchup against Monkey.
10 seconds remaining.
They have 0 counters for
5
Weaver.
seconds remaining.
Ice Bat is okay. It's hard to land. The same goes for Stun on Monkey King. Elder Titan as well. Weaver. Such an easy hero to dodge these spells with.
And the Swarm's pretty good at finding Monkey King when he's jumping tree to tree.
That's true.
Time for the final bans, though. I don't even know what Team Jekic want to ban here. Like, just leave it blank, honestly. What are they afraid of? Are there any...
Radiant team
There's OD. Expecting maybe the bait and switch to come out.
They could grab Timbersaw. There's literally 0 counters for Timber. And it kind of fits what they want to play. Get some items, pressure the tower with Jakiro, Venomancer, and have a front line that's pretty much unkillable. Bounty does well against Timber. That's the thing.
He can steal so much gold from him because he's so tanky.
Yeah.
Give me that
Hero
gold.
that doesn't die and is always in your face.
A hero that doesn't die.
10 seconds
Wraith
remaining.
King.
Undying.
Oh, good one.
5 seconds
And
remaining.
Wraith King was my first thought.
I stole it from you.
Pick.
Dazzle again for EPG. They've still got the flexibility about them, but I don't see the lane matchups going well.
I think it's pause for Kunkka, Bounty offlane, Weaver safe, and Dazzle.
Yeah, it feels like it has to be the Dazzle mid, doesn't it? And Team Jekic with the final pick as well. Like, already they've got 4 heroes against 5, and I'm already
10 seconds
in the back of my head giving them a slight advantage. Just mainly because of the momentum coming out of that previous game and the demoralization that EPG must be facing.
Yeah, I don't think Timber's an option right now. They're running out of time. They need a good matchup. Dazzle. Monkey King can't lane against him. Veno can, though. Alright, so
You may now
Veno's gonna
select
be
your heroes.
the mid hero, and I'm not sure about this Jug pick, to be honest.
Yoku Veno. Chappy on the Jug. He's got a pretty nice set on the Juggernaut. And it is a position 4 Kunkka. Position 1 Bounty. Swift Ending's the one that grabs it, so they will throw Mitch onto the Weaver yet again.
A lot of swapping, a lot of, I'm gonna call it weird stuff.
Yeah. A little bit wonky here from EPG.
I'm not sure what Monkey King is gonna do on mid lane against Dazzle.
I mean, they could maybe just put the Veno there. FN tries to match up against the Bounty Hunter, potentially. It's going to be a real dance around these lanes, though. People trying to get information early on. Battles around Bounty Runes, lane swapping, walking around the lanes, and trying to TP to get these advantages.
He could still play Venomancer on mid. Even if you're not a mid player, this hero is easy to play. I think that's what they're going to do. Because it's going to be tough for Monkey King to lane against this Dazzle.
Off we go. Game 2 here in this best of 3. EPG facing off against Team Jekic for the chance to meet the Pango in the grand final for the Mumbai ESL 1 Qualifiers 2019. We'll dip ourselves into game. See what we're handling here. The Pango, of course, ready and waiting in the grand final with a 1-game advantage.
Prepare for battle.
And Team Jekic, 1 win away for moving on to that best of 5 tomorrow. Good luck, have fun, says DNZ. What's he playing? Where are we? Shadow Shaman for him. Swift Ending on the Bounty. Dazzle for Baranya. DNZ. Yes, up top. LeBron on the Kunkka. And Mitch the Weaver. Kunkka, not a hero that we've seen position 4 too often recently, but it was definitely a prime pick 9 months, a year ago. Maybe something here that LeBron's going to toy with?
It was one of my favorite position 4 heroes to play. Such a fun hero. You get fast earn, so much kill potential.
Maybe the chance to catch some kills on the Monkey King, who very early on gets an Observer Ward pretty deep. Radiant Observer Ward in the river. DNZ's getting tipped by his team. Maybe a misclick there. Not entirely sure what's happened. But over on the Dire side, Yoku down bottom on the Veno. No Fear ET pairing up with him with FN mid Monkey. And then Misha Chappie top on the Jakiro Juggernaut. As Weaver looks to try and pinch the rune from under their noses, but it's not an easy one. Chappie is a quick clicker. Let's see Mitch. Nice torrent. Beautiful stuff. Grabs the bounty and sprints on off. Down bottom, LeBron takes a secondary bounty rune top lane, but it's Yoku and No Fear chasing DNZ back with Poison Sting level 1 and the punches from the Elder Titan. How many more? Is that another 2 or another 3? I don't know if he can get this kill quite with a salve there. He won't. So they turn, they face off against the bounty, and they chip away at this regen very early on. So many tangos and salves used very quickly.
There's still rune, so someone needs to pick it up. Elder Titan, it's your job.
It's also his job to slap people in the face. Oh. Range creep denied for DNZ. No Fear. Couldn't really commit for it. So bottom lane's going to be a bit of a bloodbath. How are these other lanes going? Chappie already spinning top. Oh, looking for damage onto Mitch with the dual breath. Kunkka's dragging waves. LeBron's going to try and reset equilibrium as the double wave will reach Dire tier 1 top. And then Monkey mid, FN 3 and 2 against the 2-0 of Baranya. But as soon as you get additional points into this poison touch, if you're not dodging them with Mischief, it can be difficult for the Monkey King. But you have to dodge like every poison touch.
Yeah, poison touch, very balanced spell. Let's give him a free phase shift.
DNZ? DNZ? Dead, first blood, No Fear. Helped out by the poison sting. Dead and dead.
But yeah, the position 5 Rasta is really hard to play. Like I wouldn't consider playing it. Yeah, I wouldn't wish to play position 5 Shadow Shaman. If someone forced me, I would just probably pull out the Chappie on them.
I mean, you wouldn't wish it on your worst enemy, is what I was going to say.
Oh.
Feels pretty bad. I was just looking at the cooldowns of like Poison Touch versus Mischief, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Like, Monkey King pretty much dodged everything, considering that he doesn't have any HP missing.
Ooh,
Flask still there.
Ending. Gets the kill on ET. Grabs the gold as well with the Janada. Nice little grab there for EPG down bottom. And FN still has the salve mid. Brownie with his first null trying to apply this pressure, but it's a difficult one. Monkey already doubling up the CS of the Dazzle. And he just keeps on dodging with the Mischief as well. Top lane doesn't seem to be going too poorly though for EPG. Weaver's doing reasonably well against the Juggernaut. LeBron's in his 1v1 battle with Misha, gets the X mark, and has a torrent, so Mitch can catch up with a quick Shikuchi off to the right-hand side. Juggernaut's healing ward not really going to accomplish too much here, I don't think. The damage from Mitch, but the spin, he's stuck around, he stood in it, so Chappie gets the trade kill, support for core.
I'm not sure that's worth it for EPG. Good rotation coming out from Jug. He was not hesitating. Once Kunkka used X mark on Jakiro, he immediately started moving.
And I didn't think the healing ward would do much, but it kept Misha alive long enough that Mitch, stuck around just to try and finish off the kill, and in fact, gave up his own life. Oh, dearie me.
Swift ending. He could have denied Shadow Shaman.
I had Gale on him, yeah. No deny for the bounty. So another kill in this bottom lane. really swift start here for Team Jekic. As Monkey King still has a Jingu stack and a Boundless Strike. Salving up. Securing the CS mid. 21-5. Yeah. And this is a pummeling.
I did not expect to go this way. He got hit by one poison touch.
He's a madman.
I was wrong, Gary.
It's not often, but at least when you are, you admit it. Nice jump in as well, stealing the Arcane Rune from Baranya.
And he got Boot of Speed and Orb of Venom, so he wants to threaten a kill on this Dazzle. He knows that most mid-Dazzles don't skill Shallow Grave.
They certainly don't. We caught Misha dying up top. Out on his own, lonesome against the Weaver and the Kunkka. But bottom lane's a bit of a struggle now. Bounty, 18-0, and we're in this position again where the Dire team are out-farming, out-laning, and now out-killing EPG with a Stomp cancelled through the Shuriken. They do manage to keep No Fear at bay, but they've dusted Swift Ending and Yoku turns to fight. Plenty of stick charges on this Veno, and the Bounty can't stick around because Monkey King, he's leapt forward. 3 Jingu stacks, but doesn't get the 4th. Yoku has to pop the 1 to dodge the tower. Doesn't lose his life, but DNZ's arrival will spook him back a little bit.
Bounty runes.
Who got the top ones?
Misha and LeBron. So 1-1, 3-1 in total for Dire team.
That just compounds things and adds to their lead, but whoopsie. We see the deny. DNZ does get clapped down. Venomancer falling though. As Yoku was left alone, No Fear was nowhere to be seen.
And DNZ just TP'd to bottom lane and died. It's not a bad thing for your bounty hunter because he's gonna get a lot of XP and
LeBron's TPing out the top. Mitch really wants to try and secure a kill, but I think he's just got the Shikuchi away. He's losing so much HP. Another spin and the dual breath. Oh! Didn't quite connect well enough. Mitch still in trouble though, potentially. Salving, tangoing, juking through the trees. Salve gets cancelled, but doesn't die to Chappie.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
he has a shrine to work with. Bounty Hunter's gonna get a lot of levels. Almost level 6, has a shrine to pop on his own, has phased boots for chasing now. They're gonna need to rotate heroes on bottom lane once the track is online.
Maybe with this Invis rune mid, DNZ, LeBron and Baranya all really aiming towards something middle, and Monkey King's TP will give them a target now. FN arrives and he is all alone. Does have Mischief, level 3 Boundless. Primal Spring to jump up onto the canopy to get himself back to safety. Dodging the Poison Touch, but here's the Shackles and the Torrent. Turn around, Boundless Strike, and that's enough to threaten with an Ice Path landing perfectly. Misha arrives. A really great time, and this rotation from Juggernaut completely unexpected. I had no idea he was there, but he Omni Slashes and gets a kill.
Gonna catch No Fear. I mean, once they used Poison Touch and he dodged with the Mischief, they should immediately go back. Bounty is so close to level 6. Steal his money.
He's scared.
Are scanning.
Shadow walk back up in a couple of seconds. The scan will not catch on to them, but they know the Dazzle's rotating. FN's going to wander back towards mid lane, and they are saying, hey, Yoku, careful. As EPG spamming pings and want to make a play. Yoku caught with a Torrent. This should be a quick and easy kill onto the Venomancer. Steal his gold, grab him up. Quick little Gale out. They're hunting for more in the back, but it's the core hero that is the most important. They won't find No Fear, but that's some heavy commitment. EPG bringing numbers bottom.
Mitch having another good game on this Weaver. She's soon level 6. I don't feel like he's gonna die a lot this game. He made one mistake, but other than that, they really have nothing to lock him down with. Ice Pet hard to land. The Monkey King stun is okay-ish. Steal his money.
Are they finding one bottom? Yeah. They stick around with 4 down bot. No Fear's wandered into them. And a track onto Yoku gives them vision over the Veno. Still trying to work on his Hand of Midas. We've got... Oh, we did have a couple of them queued. It looks like the Elder Titan not going to try and finish one off himself.
Yeah, you can see the downside of position 5 Shadow Shaman. Level 3, 9 minutes, no boots.
Baranya cancels his TP towards mid to try and clear out this stack, and they'll give DNZ the experience in that mid lane to try and crack 6. The stack's being taken down by the Dazzle. I can't pressure this tier 1 though.
Oh,
Mitch.
DNZ, you can't afford to do that. He missed 2 free CS on mid.
Well, Mitch gets a kill top. Finds Misha and quickly time-lapses away, even with the Boundless Strike from FN arriving. Shadow Shaman, what are we? Level 4 now, sitting mid. TPs are coming in and Monkey King wants to make a move. Quick Hex, but there's the Ice Path connecting nicely. And with 4 Jingu stacks up, this should be pretty simple. No time for Grave. Doesn't even have levels in Grave.
He's level 7, Monkey King level 8. He's building Diffusal Blade. I like that. Like, all these heroes without mana are pretty bad. Especially Weaver, if you can somehow burn the mana. Bounty.
Nice
Double
grab.
damage bounty.
Kills the Jakiro, but Monkey King has that escape mechanism. No fear. Doesn't land the stomp. Swift Ending dodges and the damage, the hits. Swift Ending will take one final crit and say thank you very much for the money. Bounty Hunter starting to rack up a decent amount of net worth now as well. 4,500.
Venomancer. Venomancer.
Oh dear. This DD Bounty Hunter, he is thirsty. He sees you. But now the TP's arriving. X-Mark will drag back the Veno into danger, but he's got raindrops to really save himself from the Shuriken. Great rotations from the cores of Team Jekic as well.
Radiant structures are fortified.
And they're putting the pressure on tier 1 tower on mid. Shadow Shaman sadly only level 4, but with the catapult and Dazzle healing the creep wave, it's going to be more to kill this tier 1 tower.
No Fear has something to say about this.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Oh, there it is. Nice denial.
Dire's middle tower has
Misha
been denied.
feeling the pain from the poison touch though. That's not a good look. As bottom Chappie pressuring tier 1, starting to run though with Swift Ending's arrival. Putting the fear into Team Jekic a little bit because Mitch has also rotated down here. Triple Wraith Band with the urn. He's looking for kills, but they've lost their tower, and with no deny there and no kills to grab, they lose out pretty significantly.
They're gonna need to invest a lot of gold in sentries. Thus, you're playing against 2 Invis heroes. Shadow Shaman needs level 6 so they can start pressuring the towers. Vision game, pretty much similar from what we had in game number 1. Team Jekic taking control of enemy jungle, also building the ward so they can't enter their own.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And Veno finally has the Hand of Midas done. Instantly queues up the Spirit Vessel. Mitch, very close to his own Spirit Vessel now with the Vitality Booster up. He's going to look for the dive. Really going hard in onto this Venomancer, who's pretty tanky still. Wraith Band, Wand, but in comes Baranya. Boundless Strike will hold Mitch in place. He's got the Grave behind him to save. Ice Path not connecting, but the Veno's already fallen, and with no stuns here, Baranya's just going to TP home. Mitch has escaped with a quick time-lapse off to the left, and he's got a Shikuchi out of danger. Hey up, Primal Spring. Not connecting. Ice Path off the mark again.
He's out of mana, 3 stick charges.
How long until Boundless?
Boundless.
We've got it for FN, but the burn, the damage, he's on 5 HP, and there it is, the finish from the Monkey.
Nicely done. That's not a good trade. They killed someone. Chappie killed LeBron. I didn't catch that kill.
Also, No Fear died down bottom as well.
Venomancer needs to get himself to level 6. Level 10. With Hand of Midas, it's going to be so much easier. So you're going to have a 90 GPM talent plus Hand of Midas. Then your items are going to start coming into your inventory. Like, this hero can build anything. Like, name any item, he can build it. Monkey King in a lot of trouble on top lane.
Oh, Did he just mischief dodge the shuriken? He's tracked,
Yeah.
but he's going to jump. And there is no dive potential from EPG, so Monkey gets out of trouble with just one ability. Mischief, mischief, mischief. What a spell. Baranya and LeBron. LeBron's been pretty quiet this game on the Kunkka. Trying to maneuver into this dire jungle, looking for the stacks that are being taken by Team Jekic. A quick little ward down from Misha, though, will give the full vision coverage as they see 4 members of EPG. Wait, 5! 5 heroes from EPG collapsing into this dire jungle. It's a big stack to grab, which is pretty nice, but they're losing out momentum bottom. Mid lane, Chappie and No Fear, trying to deal with Mitch and Swift Ending. Quick TP out from the ET will get him home safe and sound. And yet again, EPG really relying quite heavily on this death ball. Group up together, play as a team, move as a squad. It might start getting exploited though here as Chappie just going with a spin TP mid with nothing to cancel it. He gets away freely. DNZ not so free though.
He didn't TP immediately. He wanted to clear the creep wave. Man, Shadow Shaman's struggling. 1-7-2.
Where's that boat? Landing on Jakiro. Misha, good macro pyre. Ice Path stopping Mitch in his tracks for a second, but there's the takedown. Another life claimed, another earn charge gained here for the Weaver. What's the turning point for EPG? Because right now it feels even, it feels okay, but I'm looking at this dire draft and I'm thinking they are going to hit really hard in the next 5 minutes.
Yeah, once they get the items up, it's going to be so hard to fight into. Can they actually kill this V? Done.
Nice time lapse. Mitch gets out of the chain stun, dodges at the circles, gets out with the Wukongs. They're pinging FN.
That didn't feel right. Like, you need to check the numbers with the Vitality Booster, Urn of Shadows, 2 attributes, 3 raid bands plus a magic one. She's tanky enough so that they can't bring her down.
Another X on Monkey King is going to make sure that the boat from Kunkka lands and the shackles to follow, even with the stump of ET, will
Boundless.
Put an end to FN. Another X, another Torrent, another death. As the Monkey King will finally fall. Well played by LeBron. It took them a while, but they finally get the Monkey King. But again, they, bring 4 heroes down there to get 1 kill. While top lane, Chappie, Misha, dust onto Swift Ending. Long-range Omni Slash, bouncing and chasing. This bounty is in trouble, and Swift Ending spun into oblivion.
He had the magic one charges ready, plus phase boots and drums. Maybe he could have ran away from him. He's tanky enough to tank the full Jug ulti and don't die. 20 armor. Sick, bro.
It's very big. Aetherlands make sure that LeBron, with these long-range X's, can grab onto heroes like Veno as the stomp dodged by Mitch. And another X into boat means Yoku's dead. Great play here with this Kunkka starting to turn it on a little bit, but bottom lane, FN's jumped in. Immediate Hex and the shackles will come with the Serpent Ward's down. DNZ's come to play, and a great Shadow Wave from Baranya is going to claim not 1 but potentially 2 heroes. Chappie with the healing ward does spin back home. Swift Ending top lane finds Misha. And what happened with the courier?
Yeah, Mitch was using the courier, and considering that he's fast, he went through some Venom wards and courier just died, so he's not gonna have his Spirit Vessel for the next 2.5 minutes.
Oh, that's sad. On the other side, 2,000 gold saved up on the Veno. Can quite easily finish off his own Vitality Booster. His own Spirit Vessel, even. With another Hand of Midas usage as well. Plenty of cash in the bank for Yoku. And they know where DNZ is. There's no way you get out of here. Surely not. Ice Path will stop the TP. Good attempt. Gets a D-ward. That's worth his life.
Venomancer has Spirit Vessel level 2 ulti right now. So someone's gonna need to build a pipe on their side.
I don't know where that boat is going, but I'm watching a mid lane fight. It's another fight further south. as they all really converge in on each other. Misha Ice Path, very nicely done, onto the Mitch Weaver. They've chain stunned him, but not quite long enough. Found the strike not lasting to take down the little bug. And the EPG not done. Shurikens are bouncing and the tracks, they are up. 3, 4 heroes all being traced around by EPG, but no blood is spilt, interestingly enough.
Yeah, this fights are really chaotic. No one's dying. A lot of misuse spells. Dust. Bounty.
What's he up to? Drums Yasha into BKB for Swift Ending's bounty. And again, EPG, 5-man strong, looking for tier 2 middle. Long range X mark, somehow getting the vision there. LeBron will torrent up the Elder Titan. They're feeling a little bit finicky though about diving too deep. And yeah, they even sentry it up, expecting an observer ward, but there's nothing there. LeBron just had the vision. And again, Yoku X into Torrent, a swarm connects, and DNZ arriving from the southern side even chucks the Serpent wards in. The trouble is Elder Titan has that reset tool with a stomp. Well, the trouble to return is another X mark from the Kunkka. Pick off into pick off. Lots of single target. Then you look at the rest of the map. Chappie shoving top, FN grabbing bounty runes bot, and it should be 4 here for the Dire team.
Yeah, they're gonna grab 4 bounties for tier 2 tower and the death on Venomancer. The items on Venomancer start piling up, man. He just finished Spirit Vessel. Now he's sitting on 2.5k gold.
He has inordinate amounts of money. It's insane. But we can't forget, this early game tempo from EPG is going to start ramping up. This is their window. Greaves with a Necrobook up on Barania's Dazzle. They've got Bounty Hunter now really close to that BKB. Kunkka, of course, with the Aetherlands done, working on Vlad's. And Mitch's Spirit Vessel finally comes through with 1,500 gold to spare. It's EPG's time. Team Jekic, they've got to be very careful about the fights they take. I'm not sure this Juggernaut's ready.
Everyone needs to have a dust on their side if they want to grab a kill on this Bounty and Weaver.
There's Manta style now for Chappie. Going straight into Mjolnir, it looks like. Top lane. FN. He gets scouted by Swift Ending. The Bounty Hunter didn't maybe expect No Fear to be lurking in the shadows as well, so a quick turnaround. And a kill on the position 1 of EPG. Good signs for Team Jekic. LeBron and Mitch looking to continue this fight, but the Torrent not connecting does mean they've got to fall away quickly. Because Misha, up on the front line, scouting and catching. The Ice Path Macropire is there to tickle away at LeBron, but no commitment from the Dire team means that Misha falls.
And they grab the tier 2 tower on bottom. No Fear. Can he catch Shadow Shaman? Poor Shadow Shaman.
He's got boots and a bracer. He's fine. This Veno nearly has Greaves.
I wanted to see Necrobook 1 into Guardian Greaves and Necro 3 for Dazzle. Just to have that extra tanky frontliner, and they can get rid of sentries because they have 2 Invis heroes.
Yeah, this is definitely much more of a comfortable build, I feel like, on the Dazzle compared to the one in the previous game. Gives them more momentum to play around with as well with this 5-man push, as Mitch shoves out top so they can push his 4 middle and connect up through the Dire jungle into the top tier 2. Pretty simple move to make, as long as you're not running head first into the entire Team Jekic squad. And you look down bottom and it's being spam pinged by Barania. Chappie is on your tier 2, and these objectives, you can't give them up freely.
They have nothing that goes through spin TP out.
So you just have to give Chappie what he wants?
They're gonna go for Roche. Bugs, Shadow Shaman wards. Chappie should just continue pushing here, because they're not showing on the map. The rest of the team should go as 4.
Maybe even send...
Yeah, it is being pinged out now. It's way too late.
Yeah, No Fear will send his Spirit in and very quickly realize Swift Ending already with the Aegis up on him. They've killed off Roshan. Chappie. There it is. spin TP, away he goes, safe and sound, easy peasy.
Oh. Dazzle uses Guardian Greaves just to heal up the creep wave so that he doesn't get the gold. Sneaky plays. I mean, he has 35% cooldown reduction on it. It's going to be ready in 10 seconds. FN.
Yeah, tagged by the boat. These tracks are actually causing problems for Team Jakic. The vision that EPG are getting over numerous heroes gives them the ability here for LeBron just to keep the X's flowing. And with BKB Aegis on your bounty hunter now, EPG probably feeling pretty strong to really push forward this advantage. Try take down this final tier 2 top, but I don't know how comfortable I feel with them trying high ground at this point. Maybe if they get some pickoffs and win a team fight outside of the Dire base with a grab onto Misha. But no torrent means no play, means no kill.
Never underestimate the power of throw. This game still 2k net advantage for Team Jakic, but they need to have a good
Oh, and here it is. The combo. Ice Path with the stomp and the Earth Splitter. They're all dead. The Aegis is gone and Baranya has fallen. Bounty now trapped in the middle of 5 heroes. Forced to BKB and run away. Looks like he will escape with his life. But that is not a good sign for EPG. This was meant to be their window that they climbed through, and now it's been slammed shut on their fingers.
Oh, they're gonna grab 1, 2, maybe 3 bounty runes, so that's a good thing for EPG.
Mitch, sneaky. Takes up the double top.
They might consider getting a gem and give it to Monkey King.
Just to try and see the bounty and hunt him down.
Not just bounty. It's hard to kill bounty now because he's on his own, but also for Weaver in team fights, she's building into BKB for herself. Let's go Venomancer. I'd love to see 6 slotted Venomancer in the next 10 minutes.
Where are we? Greaves is done. 4 staff is queued. Net worth of 12,000. Yoku has overtaken the Monkey King. Very nearly up where the Dazzle is. Bounty Hunter, even with the Janada, the track, the money flowing into him, he is 6th on the table. 5th. I can't count, apparently. 6 minus 1, that's what I meant. Jakiro's down in the dumps, but it doesn't matter too much. 2k net worth. It's fine for the old Jakiro for Misha as they throw out the Macro Pyre into the middle of nowhere. Trying to defend Yoku, who is still incredibly tanky with a mech popped and a little turnaround play. Mitch might be in trouble. Chappie not able to chase him down, so the rest of Team Jakic going to give up the kill on Misha, try and run away, but in comes LeBron, forcing the BKB of Monkey King. Boundless Strike to swipe down DNZ. Nothing to cancel the TP. So 2 for 1 is the exchange they make. An additional kill there, a bonus one though for EPG.
Yeah, that's 3 for 1, all track kills, which is gonna get Weaver some extra gold for her own BKB. They need to pop Veno ulti and play around it. Also, they need to use good Veno ulti. The problem is they don't have the best stun control.
They don't have the best high ground pushing either, outside of Dazzle Necro Books and the sustain he brings. Structural damage is lacking. Swift Ending's finished off his Manta style now. Split pushing top with the rest of his team deep in the jungle.
You're a trusty mate.
Does Team Jakic feel uncomfortable at all, or are they reasonably happy with the way things are going right now? Because Chappie has had a free game so far, 6-0-0 on the Juggernaut.
Yeah, I feel like their late game is stronger because every single hero on their side scales.
With the smoke, they're trying to move in. Shadow Shaman hiding in the trees. Potential to backstab as Baranya Graves very early on. Nice stomp, but the torrent to turn. Boat is there. And with DNZ falling, no one to deal with the healing ward. Baranya Ghost Scepter does nothing as the magic damage piles up from Yoku. Swift Ending's moved in to take down the poor little Jakiro, but with the follow-through now, no vision, no reveal, they don't have it.
They desperately need that gem. I mean, Veno can easily buy it. He has a ton of gold and give it to either Monkey King or Juggernaut.
I literally had Veno clicked and was hovering over his empty item slot. As you said, Veno can buy it because I'm thinking the same thing. He has a slot, let's use it.
He has a gold, let's use it.
Exactly. Chappie.
Alright.
Did you see that? Did you...
He just bashed him.
Did you watch? Did you watch what just happened? I can't believe my eyes.
I mean, Chappie's playing so well. Imagine if Chappie wins DI this season.
Don't even joke about it. That would be sick. That's the ultimate, like, anti-hero story. It's like Donald Trump winning the US election. Oh, wait, hang on a second.
Oh,
maybe not that bad. EPG definitely feel like they're on the back foot again, though. Baranya out in the open. Not going to get hunted here. Team Jacket's just very happy grouping up behind Chappie, defending the Juggernaut. And he pushes forward onto these objectives, clears the tier 2. Maneuvering back into the jungle now, likely just waiting for this next Roshan, because that is going to be the massive swing point for one team or the other. Aegis and Cheese will either close this game out for EPG, or it will put Team Jekic in a position where they can push this advantage. 5k net worth lead. It's kind of a weird game where EPG have been playing as if they're ahead, just because their draft needs to, right? They've been doing the right things, they've been pushing into the jungle, taking objectives, but Team Jekic knows that the longer they draw this out, and the more times, the more opportunities that EPG fail to take in going high ground and really clearing out Roshan and the such, it's a win for the Dire.
Every time EPG drafts, they're on the clock. They need to finish the game, or they're just gonna lose in the late.
Chappie Butterfly is like 1,000 gold away. Manta up for Monkey King. They're all dealing with these tracks and poison touches. Annoying abilities from the Radiant team. But EPG is split. Bounty's top. If they stick around middle, this fight could be easy for the Dire. Nice little bait, though, comes out from Mitch. Dodges away with a time lapse. Boat connecting on FN will slow him down, but the chase is on. Mitch, now with no time lapse, could be in a spot of bother. Earth Splitter connecting, but he's not dead just yet. They throw out the Poison Nova and DNZ falls. Baranya on the run as Chappie chases him down. To the hills we go with a bash through the Omni Slash. It's easy for Chappie, and they want more. Blood in the water. Chum in the water. LeBron, what can you do here? Not much at all. No fear with the Yules into the slap down, and LeBron's gone. 3 heroes in a row, and EPG, this is Disaster Town.
I love itemization on Team Jekic's side. Like, Veno building a bit of auras. You have one Basher on Juggernaut, one soon to be finished by a Monkey King, just so they can deal with these Invis heroes. They're gonna force a BKB.
Swift ending, very, very patiently, diligently holding out on it. Boat onto Veno, takes him to half HP, but they've got the healing ward. The Guardian Greaves have just been used, so they don't have that to sustain. And the Wukong's command will zone out this entire Radiant team. There's no way they can defend this middle lane of Barracks. Even DNZ standing in the fire, shackling in the fire, dying to the fire, dead to the fire. The Spirit Vessel Soul Burn will take him out, and Mitch follows him to the grave. Swift Ending's BKB's on, but I don't think he can follow through. He's been bashed up, chased away from the fight, as Team Jekic claim an entire lane of Barracks. I don't know if they'll even lose a single hero. No Fear is low, but he's going to be able to sprint himself back to safety. Mitch is chasing, hunting, wants the kill, but the Boundless Strike, the crits are there! Oh, he's dead. The dieback comes real. Baranya in the ice path now, and I think the game is over. Misha secures it. Swift Ending is on the run, on the lam. He's got to hide himself back in the fountain.
Man, what a balls on Chappie. He wanted to save Elder Titan. He goes in without mana into 4 heroes, and they just back off.
Now even Monkey King has a basher. This is going to be the security play for Team Jekic, though, going for the mega creeps, not forcing the end of times for EPG just yet. As Barania drops so low, forced to Greaves. He's got Shadow Wave and a Grave, but Swift ending the Omni Slash. He mantas, and they've got no vision, no reveal, so the Grave will be there, and they buy time. They're just losing everything else, though. The buildings are falling, DNT is dropped, Yoku's playing around with them, and FN surviving, dodging, mischiefing, bashing, and jumping through the trees. Swift ending another sick ice path from Misha, catches two. The Grave is good, but what can you do? Yule's up into the air, caught, and Swift ending maybe gets a kill, but FN says absolutely bloody not. GG is called. EPG are removed by Team Jekic, who will move on to the grand final to face the Pango tomorrow.
Oh man, this Team Jekic, they played so well in game number 2. I love the itemization. You can see some flaws in their plays, but not too bad. Like, I would love to see more of Chappie. Like, his performance in both of these games have been extraordinary.
13-0-6. They've given him a couple of good heroes here. This Juggernaut game was exceptional for them. Nothing to cancel Spin TP, the Healing Ward with the help of the Greaves on Veno. It all tied in very, very nicely, and a well-deserved victory for Team Jekic, as they will go into the best-of-5 grand final against the Pango. The Pango do have a one-game advantage, but we'll be starting that tomorrow, 6 PM CET, to round out the European and CIS qualifiers here for ESL 1 Mumbai 2019. Lacoste, this series was quick, it was simple. Do you have any final words?
Man, this... I expected more of EPG. I know that they can play better though, and they just don't rotate. Like, that's what you need to do. With the Bounty Hunter, you need to group up, try to get the number advantage so you get the most out of this track gold.
And when they do group up, it feels a little late, and it's always as 5. There's never a position where they have 2 supports that can find a kill, or a support and a core. It's always they need everybody there or nobody there. It's a very limited way that you draft into a game, and a limited way to play. Well, there we have it. Best of 3 done. That's it for tonight from Europe. We've got America coming up later on tonight, though. That will be midnight CET, I believe. 6 PM Eastern Time, as their best of 3 in the lower bracket will be kicking off around then with Moxie and Jenkins. From myself and Lacoste, goodbye. See you tomorrow, 6 PM CET.
Bye-bye.
Have a good one.
This arena is about ready to explode. Welcome to ESL 1. Let's get this started. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go.
Revving up the epicenter comes in. Oh, it's a big one as well. Look at this damage. The BKB, the Black are ready to go. GG.
Think he can't shine through the dark? Stream a Roshan Steel in high resolution? And record a play for the history books? Watch this. Think he can't make a victory go viral? Watch this. Think a support can't be in the spotlight? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, a legend can rewrite his own legacy. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
Remember where it started. Your first experiences. The journey you traveled. The journey you love. Remember where it started. And imagine where it will go. Rise on.
You're not weak. Your mind is always racing. It never rests. So let the earth quake as you break through.